Okay. We are going to learn today 6.2.2, right? Determine the values of trigonometric ratio for any angle. So the first activities I'm going to do is using calculator to find each of the value of each of the trigonometric ratios correct to 4 significant figures, right? 4 significant figures means, right, later on we'll see it. So okay, cos 235 degree 10 second, right? So you press cos as usual, right? Cos, right? And then cos, and then you press 235 degree, using this button, right? And then 235 degree and 10 minute, 10 minute also using this button, right? So you press cos 235 degree button, and then 10 degree button, and then equal sign. Okay, so you should get the answer cos 235 degree and 10 minute. So you get negative, right, 0.5. Okay, 4 significant figures, so 757 1191 something. Okay, so you round off, become negative 0.5712. 4 significant figures. Okay, so 0 in the front is not calculated as a significant figures. 0 on the left is only to show that the how many decimal place. Okay, B. Okay, second 4.3 radian. So second is 1 over cos. So you press 1 over cos, and then 4.3 radian. So 4.3 radian is 4.3 over pi 3.142 times 180 degree. So equivalent, right? So you get your answer. So 1, okay, cos, okay, 4.3. So you use a calculator function, 4.3, and then 3.142, 10 times 180. So equivalent to negative 2.49184, and so on. So 4 significant figures will be negative 2.492. Okay, so 4 significant figures. Okay. Okay, next, cot negative 237 degree. So you just press 1 over tangent, and then negative 237 degree. So equal. So no need to put bracket. So you just press fraction 1 and then tangent negative 237 degree. No need degree also can. So you just put negative 237. So automatically you come out negative 0.6494, right? 0.7 something. Okay, so we round off as negative 0.6494. Okay, so this is your answer. So you can continue, right? So this one you can try to do your own. Okay, D, right? And then E, okay, cosec. Cosec is 1 over sine. Okay, 1 over sine. So this one is square. So 1 over sine, and then negative 7 pi over 12. So it's time 180 over pi. All right, so this is how you press the calculator. Right, okay. After that, you square the whole thing. Right, you get the answer. All right, so it's 1 over sine. Like cosec is 1 over sine. Over sine, bracket, negative, sorry, not bracket, fraction, negative 7 pi So 7 pi is 7 times 180 lah, huh? Then you divide by 12. So equal. So you will get your answer negative 1.035276 and so on. Huh? So your answer will be negative 1.035. Okay, sorry for that. So this is the answer for 1 over sine, not yet square. Huh? So what we do is, okay, not yet. We square them, right? The answer come out, you square it. So you will get the answer 1.071796 and so on. So it's 1.072, right? So it's 4 significant figures, right? Then next, the rest will be the same, right? This one, cos will be cos negative 3 over 4. Pi is 180, right? So 180. So you get your answer. Huh? So tangent 5.34 radian. So you just press tangent 5.34. So 5.34 radian. So that means 180 over 3.142. So you get the answer. Second is 1 over cos. 1 over cos 2.17 times 180 over 3.142. Okay, sine, they will get the answer. So I no need to tell you what's the answer. You can get it yourself. Then sine, this one easy lah. You just press a calculator according to this, right? So this is how you find the value of trigo of ratios in correct to 4 significant figures, right? Next, we are looking at unit circle. Okay, what is unit circle? Unit circle is a circle with a radius 1 unit, 1 unit. So therefore you can see here the edge of the circle is all 1 unit. Okay, so 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1, and 1. So okay, so how to find sine theta? So sine theta, you can see here. Okay, this is the product. So let's see how to find sine theta. So sine theta is, this is the angle, so it's opposite over hypotenuse. So this is opposite, this is hypotenuse, this is adjacent. So I think last week we already learned this side. So never mind. So y, opposite is y, and hypotenuse is 1. So the answer is y. Okay, therefore sine theta is coordinate y. Okay, so I can write this as P, and then this is sine theta. And what is cos theta? So cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's x over 1 is x. Therefore, cos theta is x. So I can write P cos theta sine theta, right? Pxy is P cos theta sine theta. Therefore, tangent theta, so you can see tangent theta is opposite over adjacent. Hence, we have y over x. So meaning that tangent theta is equivalent to sine theta over cos theta. Okay, so it's y over x. Right. So second, right? Second, it will be 1 over cos theta. So 1 over cos theta will be 1 over 1 over x, right? Okay, 1 over x. And then cosecant theta will be 1 over sine theta. Therefore, it's 1 over y. Okay, so here is there's some mistake here. Okay, so this is 1 over x. This is 1 over y. Okay, and cotangent theta is 1 over tangent theta, or the bar like this, sine and cos. We will cos theta over sine theta, which is x over y. So here is tangent theta is y over x, so cotangent is x over y. So here is a mistake here, so please change it. Okay, so example 7. From the unit circle, P08 and 06 is point on the rotating ray of an angle theta. Find the values of trigonometric function, sine, cosine, and tangent of angle theta. So if I give you, this is 0.8, 0.6. So I've asked you to find sine theta. So sine theta is y, therefore is 0.6. If this is a unit circle, okay? And then cos theta is, the x is 0.8. So tangent theta will be y over x, therefore is 0.6 over 0.8. So 6 over 8, you'll get 3 over 4. Okay, so this is how you find cos theta, sin theta, and tangent theta. If the question asks you to find the angle theta, okay, the angle theta, so you can either use angle is shift sine 0.6 or cos negative 0.8 or shift tangent 0.75, but it won't be showing the same angle because this is round off to 1 decimal places or 1 significant figures, right? So it's not accurate, but it's almost the same. So it's 0.6, you get 36 0.87 degree. So if shift cos 0.8, you get 36.87, but I think shift tangent 0.75, you got also 36.87 degree. So it's, you round off is almost the same, right? Okay, that's how you find theta. So okay, question number 2, unit circle showing you x, the angle x. Find the value of sine x, cos x, tangent x, and x. This one is a bit tricky. Let's say, okay, sine x. Again, this is cos x. This is sine x. Okay, so, and then this one is 1 unit. Remember, this is 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1. Okay, so sine x will be 0.9. Cos x will be negative 0.4, right? And then tangent x will be 0.9 over negative 0.4. Okay, so 0.9 over negative 0.4, so you get negative 2.25. So what is the value of x? So you can either use shift sine 0.9 or shift cos negative 0.4 or shift cos tangent negative 2.25. Okay, but the angle come out will be, you try by yourself. What is the angle first? Okay, so actually you get x is, if you press using this, you get the x value is 64.16 degree. So if you see this is a angle in quadrant 2, right? So must be bigger than 90 degree. But why the answer give you 64.16? So you still remember, okay? Actually, you use calculator to find the angle of reference, or we call it acute angle. So this is 64.16 degree. So therefore, x is actually 180 minus 64.16 degree. Okay, so you should get the answer is 115.84 degree. So meaning that if you use your calculator to find the angle is usually will give you angle in quadrant number 1. That is your reference angle. So you need to know what is your reference angle. So I already done that last week. Hopefully you still remember. Okay, but if you forget, then I can just do a revision here. So if this is the reference angle alpha, so there's another reference angle at here, and also here, also here. That means the angle must be attached to x-axis, right? So this is the reference angle, right? So this logic lah, because why? This is the same. So we call this one is the same because it's reflect here. I reflect on the y-axis. This one is reflects on the x-axis also can. And then this one is the angle, we call it angle, opposite angle, right? Okay, so these two must be the same. Okay, but when we find the angle from x, then you need to know if in the quadrant 2, so the angle will be 180, theta will be minus alpha. Then in quadrant 3, it will be 180 plus alpha. Alpha is the angle that you find from the calculator, right? So here it will be 360 minus alpha, right? So this is the angle theta. Theta is the angle that rotate anti-clockwise, right? Is it anti-clockwise? So anti-clockwise from the x-axis, right? So it turns like this. This is anti-clockwise, right? Okay, let's see. When you press right, negative shift cos negative 0.4, what happened? Right? So you will get 113. Straight away, you get the answer 113.58 degree. And then when you press shift tangent negative 2.25, right? 2.25, you don't need to put degree, also can. So you get negative angle. So negative angle. So remember, actually we press calculator, we only press the positive value, right? So you get negative 66. So negative 66 is because here is actually negative, right? So it's here, right? So we just plus 180 lah. That means actually we find press without negative value. So the negative we put in front. Okay, put in front means indicate that they are in the angle is in quadrant number 2. So in quadrant number 2 is 180 minus 66.04 lah, 04. So you get 113.96 degree. So you can see the angle here is totally almost different, right? Cos, if you use cos and tangent, the angle is almost the same, but if you sine, the angle will be big. The value will be bigger by 2 degrees. Okay, so this is not accurate. When I said not accurate, because of the value lah, because it's rounded off to 1 decimal places, 1 decimal place. Okay, all right. So this is how you do find sine x, cos x, and tangent x also, and also the angle x. Okay, let's see this question. Question number 3. Use the unit circle in the diagram. Set the value of each of the following: 135 degree. So as what I said already, if this is 45 degree, what is this angle? Right, this is 45 degree also. So the angle here is, so 135 minus, so this is cos 180 minus 135. So it's cos 45 degree. So cos 45 degree here, right? Right. So it's, we have to put negative cos 45. Okay, I think I don't want to okay, misleading you lah. We just put cos 135 is, where is the angle? Huh? So it's here. From here to here is 135 degrees. So what is cos 135? So from the diagram, cos 135 is, this is cos 135. This is cos, sorry, what is this? Sine 135 degree. Okay, so cos 135 therefore is negative 1 over sec 2. Okay, cosec negative 3 over 4. Okay, cosec 3 over negative 3 over 4, therefore is cosec. So negative pi over 4. So let's find out what is the angle with positive angle. So negative pi is 180 over 4. Okay, so you will get 4, so you get negative 45 degree. So cosecant negative 45 degree. So it's equivalent to cosecant 360 minus 45 degree. So is 360 minus 45 degree. So is 300 cosecant 315 degree. So cosecant 315 degree is 1 over sine 315 degree. So where is sine 315 degree? All right. So sine 315 will be here. Okay. From here until here. Or you can use cosecant negative 45 degree or 1 over sine negative 45 degree. So negative angle, so it will be here, the same thing. So sine will be y value, right? So xy. So y, so the answer will be negative 1 over sec 2. So answer will be sec 2, negative sec 2. So here is the same. Okay, negative sec 2. All right. Okay, next, what about tangent negative 1,225? And second, 15 over 4 pi. Okay, so this one, negative tangent 225. So negative tangent 225 will be actually, if you turn from clockwise, okay, if I rub off this, so this is negative 90 degree, then negative 180, so negative 225 will be here. Okay, so tangent negative 225, so is y over x, right? Y over x, so y over x will be 1 sec 2 over negative 1 sec 2. So the answer is negative 1. Okay, again, maybe I can write here. Tangent negative 225 is 1 over sec 2 over negative 1 over sec 2 is negative 1. Or you can turn into positive angle, therefore is 135 degrees. So 135 is here. Okay, this is negative 225. So you add it up to, it must be 360, right? I mean the value only. Yeah. So you can see also the same answer, negative 1. Okay. How about second 15 over 4 pi? Okay. Second 15 over 4 pi. So we turn into angle first, 15 over 4 times 180 degree. Okay, 15 over 4 times 80 degree. So you get second is 675 degree. So 675 degree must be more than one cycle, right? So you must minus 360. Okay, so second 675 minus 360. So you get second 315. So second 315 is 1 over cos 315. Okay, cos 315. So 1 over cos 315 will be here. Okay, so I wrap off everything here. Okay, so I've used red, green. So it's 1315 here. Okay, so this is the angle 315 degree. So it's 1 over sec 2. Therefore is sec 2. Right? So x is cos. Remember, s is cos 315. This is sine 315, or equivalent to cos negative 45 or sine negative 45. Okay, same thing. Okay, so this is question number 3. All right. The signs of the trigonometric ratio in each quadrant can be summarized by this. So, okay. So meaning that if you press sine, cos, and tangent in quadrant number 1, so angle is from 0 to 90. So you get all the value is positive. Okay. But if you press the angle, the value, we want to find the value cos and tangent in quadrant 2, the angle in quadrant 2. So we call it, this one is acute angle. This one is obtuse angle. So if you find this, the sine cos tangent of the obtuse angle, you get sine will be positive, cosine will be negative, and tangent will be negative. Of course, cosecant will be positive also, okay, because cosecant is 1 over sine, right? And in quadrant number 3, okay, quadrant number 3 will be angle, reflect angle from 180 to 360 is the angle we call reflex angle. So reflex angle is the angle in between 180 and 360 is included quadrant number 3 and quadrant number 4 angles. So if you press calculator sine or cos or tangent of the angle in this quadrant, right? So you get sine is negative, cos also negative, tangent is of course positive, right? Because tangent is sine over cos, right? So you get positive, right? So if you don't believe, you can choose one angle here, maybe 230 degree. So here you can choose 130 degree. You get the value is the signage of the value, not the value. The signage of value will be negative for cos and tangent, negative in quadrant number 2, and positive for quadrant sine in quadrant number 2. Okay. Then in quadrant number 4, right? Quadrant number 4 will be cos positive, sine is negative. So of course tangent will be negative because tangent is sine over cos, so negative. So of course second will be positive also. By the way, and quadrant number 3, cotangent will be positive also. Okay, so what is the relation between theta and alpha? So this one we already learned just now and last week also. If the alpha is, if the theta, if the alpha is reflex angle, so therefore in quadrant number 1, alpha equals to theta. Okay, so this means sine theta is sine alpha, cos theta is cos alpha, tangent theta is tangent alpha. That means the value is exactly the same. Okay, the value. Okay, but in quadrant number 2, right? So if sine theta is also sine alpha, but cos theta will be negative cos alpha. That means if I have cos 150, is equivalent to negative cos 30 degree. Right, and then sine 150 is same as sine 30. and then tangent theta will be negative tangent. Okay, negative tangent 150 will be negative tangent 30 degree. Right? So the value is the same, but the signage is different. Right? So you can see here it turned. Right? If 30, you will get, right, 30, you get the xy the same. The value x, y, but here will be negative x, y. Okay, therefore sign is the same. Right? In quadrant number 3, so you get sine theta is negative sine alpha. Right? Therefore, if I set sine 260, so equivalent to negative sine. Okay, so what is the reference angle? 260 minus 180, so it's 80 degree. And then cos 260 will be negative cos 80. And then tangent 260 will be the same as tangent 80. Okay. Same also goes to quadrant number 4. Quadrant number 4, theta is 360 minus alpha. Okay. So if I want to find alpha, the reference is 360 minus theta. So in quadrant number 3, again, quadrant number 3, if I give you the theta is 260, so how to find my alpha? So alpha is 260 minus 180. So you get 80 degree. So this is reference angle, right? In quadrant number 3, you can see here the relation is theta is 180 minus alpha. So I want to find alpha is also same as 180 minus theta. So meaning that in quadrant 2 and 4, we want to find the alpha, that means the reference angle is same as how you find the theta in quadrant number 2 and 4. But in quadrant number 3, it's a bit different. Theta is the angle from x side. Right, so x-axis until quadrant number 3. So you get 180 plus alpha. So in order for us to find the alpha, that's the reference angle, we have to 180 minus, sorry, we have to use the theta minus 180, right? So it's only in quadrant number 3, the calculation is different for alpha and theta, okay? Okay, in quadrant number 4, so the relationship is sine theta is negative sine alpha, cos theta is cos alpha, and tangent theta is negative tangent alpha. So in order for you to remember, okay, remember the signage in each quadrant, we use this acronym, I think. So it's all CD Tomcats. All means quadrant number 1 refer to all positive. Quadrant number 2, CD. So sine is positive and Tom is tangent. In quadrant number 4, cat is cosine. So all CD Tomcats for you to remember the signage, right, in each quadrant. Then the next one you need to know is negative angle. So negative angle, if shift negative sine, shift sine, sorry, sine negative theta, right? So value is actually is equivalent to sine negative sine theta. Cos negative theta will be same as cos theta, and then tangent negative theta will be equivalent to negative tangent theta. So hence cosecant negative theta will be because cosecant is 1 over sine, right? So there will be negative cos theta. And then second negative theta will be same as, and this one is wrong, should be second theta. Okay. And then cotangent negative theta will be the same as negative cotangent theta. Right. So this is the mistake. So you please rectify it. Huh? So you can use angle like negative 120. So see what happened. Right. So negative 120. Right. Sin negative. So you get the answer negative square root 3/2. So you press negative sign 120. So you get the same value, that is negative 3/2. So you can check again. Huh? So cos theta. So remember, if I have sine negative 45, so it's equivalent to negative sine 45. And then cos negative 45 is equivalent to positive cos 45. And tangent negative 45 is negative tangent 45. All right. Okay. Now we go to step to determine the trigonometric ratio without using a calculator. First, locate the position of the angle in the quadrant. Then determine the sign. Okay, the sign will be using ASTC or CD Tomcat. So this is number 2. Number 3, obtain the corresponding reference angle. Number 4, use the trigonometric ratio value of the reference angle. Okay, so after you get the signage, the value will be we'll find the value using the reference angle. Okay. All right. So let's see. So there's a lot of example here. So the first one, if tangent theta is negative 24/7 and the theta is between 90 and 270 degree. So 90 and 270 degree. So if I draw, so the angle is here, right? So theta here, or theta will be here. Okay. So if tangent theta is negative, right? So tangent theta is negative. You can see here ASTC. So T will be positive at here. So and then the angle that we are covering is quadrant 2 and 3. So if tangent theta is negative, therefore it won't be in quadrant number 3, but it's in quadrant number 2. So in quadrant number 2, so we draw the right angle triangle. So we put this one as theta. Then this one is the reference angle alpha. Okay. So here you can see negative 24/7. Therefore here is 7 and negative 24. Okay. So here is, sorry about that. Okay, balik. So here is negative 7, here is 24. Okay, so the height is 24, the horizontal distance is negative 7. So what is the hypotenuse here? So we use Pythagoras theorem. So it's 7 square plus 24 square. So you get 25. Okay. So, all right. So let me. Okay. So here, what is sine theta then? Okay. Sine theta is, right? Sine theta is opposite over adjacent, right? So it's sine alpha. That is opposite. So opposite is 24. over 25. So 25 is your hypotenuse. This is opposite, this is adjacent. So cos theta is negative cos alpha because it's in quadrant number 2. So negative cos alpha, reference angle cos alpha. So the answer is negative 7 over 25. Okay. Then second theta is 1 over cos theta. So it's 1 over cos alpha, negative 1 over cos alpha. Therefore is right, so is negative 25 over 7. So I think this one will be confusing. Huh? Okay, anyway, so we don't. All right. Cosecant will be 1 over sine, right? So 1 over sine theta will be the balance of this. So it's 25 over 24. Okay. Okay, so no need to put positive sign, a negative sign, unless it's an angle. Okay, so if later on you'll be confused, so no need to put, just put cos alpha. Because the value here is in value here is here already in negative value, right? Negative value and positive value. Okay. So the answer is in quadrant number 2, therefore tangent is negative, cos is negative, and second is also negative. Okay. Let's see number 2. If cos theta is negative 4 over 5. So negative 4 over 5. And then theta is between 180 to 360. So therefore is in quadrant 3 or quadrant 4. So since cos theta is negative, so you can see all sine t cos. So cos negative sure must be in quadrant number 3. So quadrant number 3, if you draw out, so this is alpha, this is theta. So 4 over 5, so the 4 is negative 4 over 5, that means this is 4, this is 5, this is 3, right? So, all right. Then, what is cosec, right? So, cosec is 1 over sine theta. So, 1 over sine theta is 1 over opposite over hypotenuse. Therefore, is hypotenuse over opposite. So, you should put a negative sign here. If you don't put negative sign here, then you put negative sign here. Okay, so the answer is negative 5 over 3. So if you put a negative sign here, let's say negative 4 over 5, right? So you know that this is must be negative. Okay, so negative, then this one also negative, right? Then you get positive here. Okay, so never mind. We let it be. Don't put any sign here. Okay, so just put a value 435. Okay. In sine theta is negative sine alpha. Okay, so this one is positive sine theta. Okay, so it's negative 1 over sine alpha. So sine theta is negative sine alpha, therefore is negative 3 over 5. Okay, tangent theta will be opposite over adjacent. So tangent is same as positive tangent alpha. Positive tangent alpha is positive 3 over 4. And then second theta. Second theta is 1 over cos theta square. So 1 over cos theta square is hypotenuse over adjacent square. So hypotenuse is 5 over adjacent is 4. So you square it. So you get a 25 over 16. But here I think you should put there's one more step here. 1 over negative cos alpha square, right? So you get this one, right? This ratio, okay? So the first step, just like what summary here, you locate where is the position of the angle. Then you find the signage, right? Signage later on, you find the reference angle. And then you find the value of the reference angle with the signage, right? Okay. Now question number 3. Okay, question number 3. Right, so this one, okay, cos sine theta, 90 to 270 degree, 90 to 270 degree. So sine theta is negative. So negative, so 90 to 270 is in this one will be showing in quadrant number 3. Okay, so quadrant number 3. All right, so you can do like this also, the other way around. Always put as quadrant 1 angle. So that is alpha. Okay, so here k, that means k over 1. So we don't put negative k lah, we just put k over 1 because sine theta is, right? So sine theta is okay, sine theta is alpha, sine alpha, negative sine alpha. So sine alpha, so negative, sine alpha is negative k over 1. So you get negative k. So if this is k, this is 1, therefore this side is what is this side? So you use a Pythagoras theorem. So it's 1 minus k squared, right? So square root of 1 minus k squared, because 1 square equals to k square, right? Plus this adjacent square. So adjacent will be 1 minus k squared. So a will be 1 square root. Okay, square root of 1 minus k square, right? So cos theta. So in quadrant number 3, cos theta will be negative cos alpha. So negative cos alpha. So is negative 1 minus k squared. Second theta is 1 over cos theta. So it's equivalent to negative 1 over square root 1 minus k squared. Right? Cotangent will be negative cot theta, or negative 1 over tangent theta. So negative 1 over tangent theta is negative cos negative adjacent over opposite, right? So I write off this. So negative adjacent over opposite. So the answer is negative 1 minus k squared over k, right? Negative 1 minus k squared over k. Negative 1 minus k squared over k. So this is the answer for cotangent. Right. Now, number 4. Okay, number 4. Where is cotangent? So cotangent is 1 over p. So therefore is 1 over tangent theta is 1 over p. So tangent theta is p. So tangent theta is p positive. That means tangent the theta should be in quadrant 1 or quadrant number 3. So theta here is between 90 and 360. Therefore, theta is in quadrant number 3. And then we just draw the right angle triangle of the reference angle. Right? So reference angle, follow this. Okay, so it is positive tangent alpha. Okay, so tangent theta is equivalent to positive tangent alpha. So tangent alpha is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite over adjacent. So p over 1, right? So therefore the hypotenuse is 1 plus p squared. Okay, so tangent theta, so we know already tangent theta is p. Okay, second theta, so second theta is 1 over cos theta. So 1 over cos theta is negative 1 over cos alpha. So 1 over cos alpha is negative hypotenuse over adjacent. Therefore is negative 1 over, sorry, not negative 1 over, so it should be negative 1 plus p squared. Okay, so the second. Cosecant theta will be 1 over sine theta. Okay, so 1 over sine theta will be negative 1 over sine alpha, because in quadrant number 3, positive, this is negative, sine is negative, and cos also negative. Okay, negative. That's why I put negative here. So cosecant theta is negative 1 over sine alpha. So sine alpha is p negative p over 1 plus p squared. All right. So that's how you solve this type of question. Okay, number 5. Now, number 5. If sine 30 is 0.5 and cos 30 is 0.866, so tangent 330. So tangent 330 is in quadrant number 4. So number 4, therefore negative tangent reference angle. Therefore it's 360 minus 330. So you get negative tangent 30. So the answer will be negative 0.5 over 0.866. Okay. So you get negative 0.5774. All right. So cosecant, what is this angle? All right. So what is this? P, C, and D. All right. So D is second, right? Second is 1 over cos negative 150. So is equivalent to positive cos 150. Okay, so equivalent to cos 150 in quadrant number 2. So is negative cos 30 degrees. So is so actually it's negative cos 180 minus 150. So you get negative cos 30. Therefore, it's negative over negative 0.866. Okay. Negative 66. So you get 1.1 negative 1.155. Okay. So this is a second. All right. So you can use calculator to check the answer. So it's negative 1.157. So what is cosecant? This one, right? So second cotangent. So you need to change this to angle first. Okay. So cosecant negative. Okay, so it's a cosecant negative 13/6 times 180 degree. So it's 390. Okay, so you can use change it to positive angle. So negative 390. Okay, you can use the negative angle. So cosecant is 1/sine negative 390 is equivalent to negative sine 390. So is equivalent to sine 390 minus 360. Right? So you get negative sine 30. So negative sine 30 is negative 0.5, right? Negative 1/0.5. So it's negative 2. Right? All right. So this is cosecant, right? Cosecant negative 13/6 pi. So cotangent, where is cotangent? 7/6 pi. So equivalent to cotangent 7/6 times 180. Okay, so cotangent 7/6 times 180. So you get 210. So cotangent 210. So equivalent to 1/tangent 210. So this is in quadrant number 3. So in quadrant number 3, so this is positive value. So positive tangent. So 210 minus 180, because in quadrant number 3, we want to find the reference angle. So you must use the angle given minus 180. Okay, so you will get a tangent 30 degree. So it's equivalent to 0.5774, right? Okay, so this is your answer for number 5. So number 6 is almost the same. Okay, so number 6 almost the same. You can try. So this one is cos 292 is in quadrant number 4. So it's cos 360 minus 292. So you'll get cos 68. So the answer is 0.3746. Okay. Then cosecant 248. So cosecant negative 248 is okay. Okay, hold on. Hello, cho mày. Dùng lui mà lui. Okay, we continue. Cosecant negative 248 is 1/sine negative 248. So the relationship between negative theta and positive theta is if sine is sine negative 248 is automatically is negative 1/sine 248, right? So negative sine 248. So, okay, I think I better. So sine negative sine 248 is automatically, this one is negative sine also negative here. Also negative 248 is negative sine 248 minus 180. All right. Okay. So 248 minus 180. So you get 68, right? So negative, negative become positive. So it's sine 68 degree. Okay. So 1 over sine 68. So is okay, 1 over sine 68. So we cannot find the value, right? Cos 37 because we have given cos 68. Huh? So this one, if you use calculator, is 1 over sine 68. So is 1.079. Okay. Okay, sine 202 is equivalent to negative sine 202 minus 180. Okay. 2 minus 180. So it's 22 degree. Okay, negative sine 22 degree is equivalent to negative cos 68 degree, right? But this one is using the complementary angle, right? So therefore is negative 0.3746. So you can use calculator to check. Sine 202 is negative 0.3746. And then cosecant, just now, cosecant, this one, you can check using calculator, 1 over sine, negative 248 degree. Sorry, 1 over sine negative 248 degree. So you get a positive 1.078, right? So this is correct. But here is, maybe there's a mistake in the question, right? Okay, it should be second, but never mind. So this is how you find the value. Okay. So we stop here for example 8.